Welcome back. Day 3, World Cup 2026. I'm Ricardo Casanova. Today, Brazil drew Morocco, and suddenly the entire country of Brazil is losing their mind after one game. Because of course they are. Also, Scotland beat Haiti in a game that won't make any highlight reels, but Scotland need a toss. Game 1, Morocco scored first with a beauty from Saibari in the 21st minute, and he looked comfortable all game. Vinícius Júnior equalized in the 32nd with a pro strike. Really fun to watch. He had that ginga, he had that rhythm. It was a great strike. Now, the 5-time champions, they never really truly looked in control of the game. And Morocco was defending deep. They were breaking when they could. And frankly, they deserved that 1 point more than Brazil deserved 3. Okay, manager fit check time. Don Carlo is looking dapper, mamma mia. He stands on the touchline with his hands in his pockets, looking less like a football coach and more like a Don coming to see who's stepping out of line. His left eyebrow operates completely independent of his face. He looks like he just told the 4th official that the referee blows that whistle real good. It would be a shame if something happened to it. Don Carlo couldn't get out of there fast enough once the game wrapped up, but he leaned over to his staffer first and he told him to take the whiteboard and leave the cannoli. He's the type of guy who can de-escalate a massive brawl simply by clearing his throat and adjusting his coat. Moving on to Walid. He looks exactly like Guy Pearce from Memento, standing on the touchline looking like he's trying to solve some massive conspiracy theory, but he forgot where he parked his car. He looks like an AI graphic designer was trying to generate Daniel Craig, but ran out of tokens on his Claude, and he had to finish using Gemini. He watches the match with the sharp, tense posture of a rookie real estate agent. He's the type of guy who will stop a casual dinner party to change everyone's seating arrangements. He's the type of guy who uses a stopwatch to time how long his family takes to do chores. My recap of the game: Brazil spent 90 minutes confused, discovering that Morocco did not read the script. But Morocco also proved that they aren't dancing to anyone else's tune. Okay, game 2. Haiti, the soldiers versus Scotland, Tartan Army. Haiti held Scotland scoreless for almost half an hour until McGinn scored in the 28th in Sunday kickabout fashion. Haiti fought hard, they defended well, and they generated a few good quality chances, especially near the end there. All right, manager fit check time, Steve Clarke. He looks like the human embodiment of a rainy Tuesday afternoon in Aberdeen. He looks like somebody used a scotch to mix a drink and called it a rum and coke. He's the type of guy who groans about the price of a pint every time he goes into the pub, which is every day. He's the type of guy who stands by the window every single time it storms, crosses his arms and says, "We needed the rain, to be fair." All right, moving on to Migne, the coach of Haiti. The salt and pepper hair and beard combo gives him the distinct look of an author whose historical fiction series just got canceled. He looks like he belongs in a smoky Parisian cafe complaining about the commercialization of art. He's the type of guy who goes out of his way to speak with a thick French accent. He's the type of guy who nods slowly to classical music while making eye contact with strangers. He's the type of guy who blames the world's problems because we gave kids iPads. He's the type of guy who wears a scarf indoors. All right, my recap. It wasn't a pretty win, but the Scots didn't give a damn. All right, enough of me trying to do Scottish. But I also don't give a damn. So I'm just going to come out and say it. Scotland shouldn't have won. They got away with 2 handballs in the box, 5 minutes apart, around 73rd to 78th minute. But I will say congrats to them for getting a win in their first time back in the World Cup in a long time. I hope it's the first of many. However, overall, terrible officiating. I think Haiti got robbed. All right, my big beef of today. Hakimi of Morocco and PSG, Vinícius Júnior of Brazil and Real, Frenkie de Jong of Netherlands and Barca were reportedly stopped or restricted by press conference moderators from answering questions in Spanish. That makes no sense. This is a tournament co-hosted by Mexico, a Spanish-speaking country. The United States is the second largest Spanish-speaking country in the world. Another host of the tournament, by the way. And these players are fully capable of understanding and answering in Spanish. So who exactly is being protected here? It's not the players, it's not the journalists, and it's most definitely not the fans. If a journalist asks a question in Spanish and the player can handily answer it in Spanish, then let the conversation happen. Maybe the moderators need to take Infantino's advice for once. Relax, chill. All right, that's it for me today. Follow, like, subscribe, come back tomorrow where I investigate whether Tom Brady showed up at the Brazil game because he heard football and got confused, or if he was there to let air out of soccer balls.